Good morning. Believe it or not, we only have 2 more weeks to do math, okay, for this school year. Okay, so I'm going to be skipping around in your book a little bit just to do certain lessons with you, okay? But they're still very important that you send me your skill checks and your answers because these will be graded as well. Make sure you're keeping up with your work, okay? Because all work has to be turned in May 22nd, okay? All right, today I am on page 421. We're skipping quite a bit and we're going to go to lesson 10.5, okay? All right, and we're going to work today with what we call the fundamental principle of counting. And that's on page 421 in your book. In fact, the definition of that is something you should actually highlight. Let me read that to you on that page. If there are P ways that a first choice can be made and Q ways that a second choice can be made, then there are P times Q ways to make the first choice followed by the second choice. Okay? Now, this will make more sense as I go through a couple examples here. So I'm at example 2 on page 421. Okay, I'm going to read this, then we're going to figure it out. It says, Reed has 5 dress shirts and 4 ties. How many different shirt and tie combinations are possible? Okay, well, it told me he had 5 dress shirts. So let me write down 5 shirts. And he had 4 ties. And it's asking how many different combinations are possible here. Well, all you do is take 5 times 4 and it's 20. Okay? He's got 20 different combinations that are possible. Okay? So that's real easy there. What I'd suggest when you're reading the story problems, highlight the number words. Okay? Or circle them or something. Okay. I'm going to go on to example 3. Do one more example with you. This one's a little bit different. It says, how many different 2-digit counting numbers can be formed if the first digit must be a non-zero even digit and the second digit must be less than 7 but greater than 0? Okay, now this one really isn't that hard. Let me go back and read it again, and I'll stop on the first set of numbers and we'll list them. How many different 2-digit counting numbers can be formed if the first digit must be a non-zero even digit? Okay, if it's non-zero, it can't be 0, but it has to be an even digit. So the first even digit after 0 is 2, right? 2, 4, 6, and 8. Now let me make sure. It said a non-zero even digit. Those are non-zero even digits, okay? Then it said the second digit must be less than 7, but greater than 0. So if it's greater than 0, we'd start with the 1. And let's see, it said it had to be less than 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me say that again to make sure we did it correctly. Must be less than 7. And see, all these numbers are less than 7. Okay, but greater than 0. So 0 cannot be one of them. Okay, so now here's how we figure it out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers here. We're going to multiply it by however many numbers are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 4 times 6 is 24. So there's 24 such numbers that it could be. Okay, that's all you're doing today is figuring those things out. Okay, and again, these examples are on page 421 in your book. And make sure when you do skill check 2 that it's on the next page. It's only 2 problems and they're pretty simple. Send me your answers so I make sure that you're understanding it before you do the rest of your assignment. Okay? All right. Have a great day.